everyone. It is March, also spring.
Yay.
Yes. Now, in this episode, we're dedicating our actual show to Women's History Month. And we have a lot of great speakers, right? They'll be discussing some leadership roles that they're involved in, as well that they're overseeing, such as in clubs. So we're excited, right, Ghana?
Yeah, it's going to be a super fun episode. So definitely let's go ahead and get started with it. But first, let's do a little preview. So as far as we know, in this March, SJCC had a lot of different events. We had like the whole calendar for Women's History Month's events. And yeah, we just had everything from Women in Leadership panel to MESA event that featured SJCC alumni who now works at NASA. And it's been just a powerful reminder of the presence of women in every field. And I believe that if you have visited even one of those events, you've seen how much of an amazing energy just we had during those events and during this month at SJCC. As well as we have another very exciting news that take a pause, and we're at our first year anniversary. Can you imagine?
Yes.
I feel like it's been just so exciting to, start this podcast from first launching last March of 2025 and now being in March of 2026. It just feels unrealistic.
It went by super quick, because like I had mentioned to Ghana and his whole marketing team, and I remember when like the idea that you came up with, we're like, oh, this is great, and then like how quickly, Ghana, like you got the idea together, you saw the vision, and then right away we're launching already in March. So this is all great. So yay!
Yeah, it's definitely been just an amazing experience, of leading this project as well as working together with the amazing marketing team. This all would not be possible without them. So definitely thank you so much.
Now I'm curious, Ghana, does it feel like it went by really quick?
Yeah, honestly, I still remember how I was planning the first episode, and I was like, oh my God, what are we going to do? We don't have mics. We don't have the location. We don't have a studio big enough to like fit all the people. So it was all just figured out really quickly. Yeah, we're still going.
Oh yeah, we're going. Yes. All good things. But one thing as well that's happening, which Ghana, I'm really sad about. I'm like, oh, Ghana. So Ghana's graduating, which I'm excited. That's all great. Yay, Ghana! But what I'm sad, and also our marketing team, is that Ghana will be leaving us. And so yes, to Ghana, know that we're all gonna miss you. This was Ghana's vision. This podcast. We're here. Ghana had the idea. I'm like, this is great. We're excited. But one thing is that when since Ghana will be transferring to the new university, which we're excited about, is that we're going to be needing another co-host right here for Take a Pause. So if you're looking for an opportunity to get involved with our podcasting, please reach out. We're definitely wanting to get to know you, and hopefully as well start working with you. And also you can talk to Ghana, right? Our vision is to meet very, very soon, right, Ghana, right before graduation time.
Yeah. So ideally, if you just feel comfortable being on camera, or if you feel like you really want to get the skill of public speaking, get a lot of mentorship from the public relations, from the marketing and public relations department, as well as the communications department. And if you just feel like you want to build up this leadership experience of like leading the project, scheduling meetings, figuring out, what kind of episode do we want to film, and you just feel curious about this. I feel like this is the most important part, to just be curious. So definitely apply. We have the application available in the caption under this video, so definitely fill it out. Even if you feel like you're not 100% sure, I definitely encourage you to apply, because when we started this project, I wasn't 100% sure, and here we are a year later still going with this podcast.
And remember, our campus won the Golden Award as well. Oh, yes.
Yeah, so if you ever feel like you need a resume experience, put something on your LinkedIn. I feel like this is a great opportunity to build up your experience before applying for different internships and even jobs, because this is a real hands-on experience where you can work directly and be mentored by the marketing department as well as the communication faculty.
Oh, definitely. And if you're curious about scheduling, right, it's usually very, it's manageable, flexing as well, and it is taken care of ahead of time though.
Yeah, definitely. We're looking forward to 5 to 10 hours per week, so I feel like it's a pretty good commitment, as well as if you are a work study eligible, you can definitely do it as an internship with the marketing department. However, we are also looking for volunteers. So even if you're curious to just do it as a volunteer, you can definitely apply.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, Ghana, we are excited that you're graduating. Yay, Ghana! But we're sad as well that she's leaving. Oh, no, Ghana.
And another announcement that I haven't done yet is that I will personally be mentoring the person who will apply to this program. And, we will go through the auditioning process. But I will be mentoring them and kind of teaching you on how to figure out this whole process, so it's not just gonna be like, okay, go ahead and do the podcast.
You'll be able to shadow Ghana.
yes, definitely. So go ahead and apply, because I know that this is a great opportunity for all of you.
Oh yes. Well, it's spring semester, like we had mentioned, right? It's going by really, really quick, and we're excited that you're joining us. And very, very soon, you'll be seeing more episodes coming up of what's happening in the month of April, and then, of course, May, which is
the graduation month.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So now let's go ahead and learn more about Women in Leadership Club that we have at SJCC, as well as Women in STEM Club, and just learn about the president of the club, about how you can get involved, and all the amazing things that they're doing here at SJCC.
Yes.
Growing up, I thought basketball was my best path, one shot to success. At San Jose City College, that all changed. My mentors saw more in me than I saw in myself, and showed me that I could be anything. No one in my family had ever graduated from college, but I knew I had an obligation for future generations. At San Jose City College, you can go anywhere you want to go and be anything you set out to be. Discover your brilliance at San Jose City College.
We have a couple clubs at SJCC that are specifically celebrating women's experience, women in leadership, and today we are here with Sara, who is a president for Women's in Leadership Club, and we will be talking more about your club. But first, I want to definitely mention that you're a psychology major, and you're very involved on campus. Every time I go on your LinkedIn, you post something about the events on campus. You're doing this, you're doing that.
You're busy.
Yeah, very, very busy. And also I just recently learned that you're actually a published author of the book, of the kids' book. So I definitely think we want to learn more about that when we're talking about you. And also, you're a WIL president, so definitely we're going to be talking more about this experience of building a club and sharing your experience, how you went with all like this idea of building the club from zero, basically, at SJCC.
Yes, and Sara, I've worked with you from the honors program, right? And you did fabulous. You're also one of my students. I was on Comms 40. I'm like, yes. I definitely have to say, Sara, is that you've always had a vision, right, for putting events together, right? And as well, I know you are the president for Women in Leadership, like Ghana had said, and your club is very active, right? So we definitely want to learn more about your vision, right, and everything that your club has planned for this semester. But before we get into that, we want to get to know you. So tell us about, like, what do you do outside of school?
Yeah, I was thinking about this question so hard because people who know me know this. The majority of my time is spent on studying or doing a project with a club, or when I'm not studying, I'm taking a course, just a random course to add to my knowledge, I guess. But when I have time, I like to read. I like to write, of course.
Yes.
I have this whole universe of characters and stories that are happening that I'm hoping to publish again. And beyond that, I really like video games. It's so nostalgic for me because I grew up with my cousins. We were like siblings and we would play games all day. And so now when I miss them or when I want to do something fun, I do video games. And more than that, I'm very much of a homebody. I don't like going outside a lot. I try to stay home, reflect, do journaling and stuff like that.
Oh, I love journaling. That's great.
Yeah, and one thing I don't really like is hiking. Like, I hate hiking.
This is so funny because a lot of time when we have guests here, they're like, we love this sport, we love doing bicycle, we love hiking and doing all this kind of activity.
My friends ask me, let's go hiking. Like, no. I hate hiking, don't ask me.
I feel like especially now, when you're going outside and it's literally burning you, the sun.
Exactly.
It's hot.
So hot, I feel so dizzy. Like, I'm not going hiking with you guys. But yeah, that's about me. I just am very much of a homebody.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing. So let's go ahead and now talk more about Women in Leadership Club at SJCC. I know this is the first semester, right, when you launched this club. And just recently we had this event, which was a panel. And I know a lot of people came to this panel to listen, you know, to our fabulous new president of SJCC and other women leaders who share their experiences and a lot of valuable insights. So I think what I wonder is, what was your vision when you were creating this whole idea, and how you basically came up with it?
Well, the inspiration for me, I'm sort of a person who gets very inspired by seeing other people do great things. And I say it as all of our guests, which we had 4 guests, you two were among them, are people that have inspired me in some way, and are people that I admire in campus. And I was always thinking, I really want to talk to these people and tell them that I really appreciate what they do and how much they've inspired me, and also learn from their experiences. And I thought that it can really benefit others as well, especially when March came and we were celebrating Women's History Month. And that the students could benefit from this, and maybe we should just do a panel that everyone can attend. That at the same time I can ask my question and then students can get to ask their question, and we also get to celebrate you guys. And that was inspiration for me. It was a very successful event. I'm so happy about it. We did a lot of great work. And the vision was just that celebration of women who have inspired me personally, and who I believe that will inspire other students on campus.
That's great. No, that's really, really good. And so I want to know a little bit more further, like the planning process, right? Did you come with this thought before like the spring semester? I'm curious because it came in like at the very beginning of March. I'm like, oh, Sarah's ready to go. I'm loving that.
The thing is, we also got the club started at February. It was at the end of February, so we didn't have that much time. We had like 2 weeks. We had our first meeting. And we are like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna have this panel, guys. Everything needed to be super fast. But I do have a little experience with planning, especially on campus, because I'm also the vice president for psychology club, and so it was a little easier.
Oh, so you're definitely overseeing more than one club.
And so it was a little easier for me to do the process. It was a good thing because I got to talk to so many people. I have a very great team. Ghana helped a lot too.
Yay, Ghana!
And it was easy to do, but I think definitely my experience with it helped a lot.
And so a follow-up question. So as the founder of Women in Leadership Club, okay, I want to know, right, from your perspective, why is it important for students to get involved in campus initiatives?
So for me, there are 2 main reasons. First of all, I feel like, I wasn't very involved. The year before this, I was the type of student to just go to class and come back home. And I was trying to apply for an internship. And on the application was, what are some experiences that you have? And I was thinking that I don't really have any experience other than the classes that I've taken. And it really hit me. I really do need these experiences, especially that the job market right now is very competitive. I feel like as a student, you want to set yourself
So adding more
apart.
of the extracurricular activities.
You want to set yourself apart. And also these are some of the skills that you really need in any sort of industry, like communication, planning. And so I decided to get more involved. And I feel like for all of the students, it is important to learn those skills. And being involved in a club is a very great way, because it's a community college. You have so much support. And even if you mess up, it doesn't matter that much. And the second part of it is the impact. As a child, I always wanted to make a big impact on the world. And so when I grew up, I was like, okay, I cannot really do that much. But then I figured that even if you make an impact in the community that you are in, even people around you, people who sit around you in a classroom, that's still a big thing. And I'm really happy that one of people who attended our event came to me and said that they joined the honors program.
Thank you as well.
Thank me. But I was so happy because that is what's important for me. Even if it's one person, I get very happy knowing that I made that impact.
Because we're networking as well, right? We're getting to also meet people. That's important as well.
Exactly. Networking is a big part of it, because I've had professor that I didn't even have to reach out to, that they've told me, if you are applying for a scholarship, just tell me. I'm so happy to support you. I think that is very great. I'm happy about it.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I definitely feel like, you know, even now analyzing, because I'm graduating this semester, and analyzing like all this way that I went through at SJCC through like the very first semester I came in versus now, these are like two different people, just because of the community that was supportive. And I feel like here the most important thing is just you just need to show up, and you just need to ask questions and just meet people. And you know, I feel like it is definitely very stressful sometimes to even go to the club meeting when you don't know anybody. But sometimes it's like the best way and the best thing that you can do, right? To just show up and just show people that you're interested in learning more and getting involved. So our next question would be, why do you think the clubs and organizations like Women in Leadership Club are very important on campuses and just essential for SJCC community?
Yeah, sure. I think the point of every club or organization that we have on campus is to make the students feel supported and represented, and to just build a sense of community for them. Like, that is very important for me. I want to feel welcome on campus. And we have so many clubs that are for different interests and different qualities that you have. And I think as human beings, we share so many experiences, and that's beautiful. But there are also experiences that set us apart. With different challenges, different things that we want to talk about. And I feel like Women in Leadership, we also have Women in STEM in our college. Those are clubs that you can go into and feel supported and know that you are seen, and also that others share the same experience as you. And I feel like it's also a way of celebrating women and what they do. And for every club that we have here in San Jose City College, I'm so happy with this campus, actually, because any interest you have, you can find a community here. That's like so welcoming. Everything is happening every day. We have events, we have clubs. And I think I, as a student, feel very welcome. And I think that this is because we have so many great things happening.
Well, but that's great. That's really good. And so a follow-up question, right? Because we're discussing women in leadership, right? And you're the president, right? You're in that leadership role, right? So for students, right, as well, who don't see themselves as leaders and start stepping into leadership roles, right? What is like one of those like the tips you can definitely you can share that has helped you in that leadership role? Because I've talked to some students when I was as well a club advisor who said, "A la Torre, I want to start a club. I know you have communication club, and you know I want to start my own club, but I'm a little bit nervous with being the president or vice president or secretary. Like, give me some feedback, right?" And I gave my feedback, right? But as well, it's good as well from peer mentorship. So what are some things you can definitely share?
Yeah, well, I definitely don't consider myself a perfect leader yet. I think that I'm very introverted and I'm very shy. So some days that I don't have that much energy, it's very hard for me to do anything that involves people. But for me, a great leader is not a leader who knows everything already and it's just, let's go do it. If you decide to do something and you decide to get help from others even and just go with it, I think that's great leadership. And you don't have, my tip is that don't wait for it to be perfect, because that's not going to happen. As you go, you learn. Like my leadership has been, I go, I learn it, and now I'm here. So definitely don't be scared. Just do it if you want to do it, and don't wait for a perfect time, because it's never going to come.
That is so true.
That's true.
Like, I'm just thinking that even if we would think about this podcast as, you know, we can improve and improve and improve, and you can always find something to improve, but if you're holding to this idea and you're not letting it go to the world, it's probably never going to happen, just because you need to let it go. And I feel like a lot of us are just perfectionists, and we just need to wait till everything's perfect, but then the momentum of when you could have launched this idea or, you know, this initiative can just pass. So I definitely agree.
But that's great. That's really good as well that you're sharing, right? Because again, it's feedback and again tips as well for our students as well. Thank you.
And then for people who want to join the club, because I know you guys are looking for to grow it more and more, how they can get involved. Do you guys have an Instagram account? Or
Well, the best way would be joining our meetings. They are happening every Tuesday, 2:15 to 3:15, and Student Center 1:15. And the other way is we have an Instagram page for our club,
nice.
which has the link to our Discord as well. It is a very great time to join because I'm looking for new officers as well, and they will have my support, other officers' support. And just join our meetings.
Yeah.
Come chill with us.
And Sarah, when you mention looking for new officers, are you referring for like next academic year?
Yeah, next academic year, because I am graduating, and I think that some of our officers, Ghana is also graduating.
Yes.
Yeah, and so we need more people, and we had a great start, and we want to continue it. I want to continue it even after I leave. So
Yeah. And your club advisor, who can we contact as well?
yeah, our club advisor is Amira Amin. She is a counselor, and she was also on our panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll definitely leave more information for you guys to contact her and contact Women in Leadership. All the links are going to be in description, so definitely if you want to join, just go look in the description.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
Of
thank you.
course.
It was super fun. Learn about your experience as a leader and overall about women in leadership. We
Yeah,
really
thank you
hope
for
that
inviting me. It
we
was
will
an honor.
see definitely more events this semester,
Hopefully.
or it will
Yeah.
continue even as we leave SJCC.
Yeah, sure.
And I definitely want to say I'm very proud of both of you, because I've seen you both in the honors programs, and you're both as well in leadership roles. So great job to both of you.
Thank you.
I'm very, very proud. Yeah.
So next we will be learning more about Women in STEM Club. So definitely stay tuned. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for coming.
I grew up where kids weren't expected to go to college. We just got whatever job we could to pay the bills. I felt I had no other choice. There was no role models to show me anything else. At San Jose City College, I experienced the transformational power of education. I was empowered when learning about social movements in this country, and I realized that I did have a choice. I decided then to forge my own path and become a role model for my family and for my community. Choose your own path. Discover your brilliance at San Jose City College.
Hey everyone, hope you're all doing great. We're excited because today we have two great speakers. And one of our speakers I actually worked with. Sara, how good to see you. How's everything?
Good to see you too. Everything's been good.
That's great. That's great. So I know I've worked with you with the honors program here at San Jose City College, right? And I also just learned, right, that you're also working at Si Se Puede.
Yeah, I've been working there since freshman year, my first semester. Right out of summer bridge, I really was lucky to get in touch with Sio, and she was like, "Oh, do you want to work here?"
Yeah. Oh, very cool. And you're also as well in the honors program as well. Very great. And you brought a guest with you today, Jenny.
Hi, guys.
How are you, Jenny?
I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Let us know a little about yourself.
So I also work on campus. I'm a student intern for, well, first of all, my name is Jenny. Hi, guys. I'm a student for the MESA intern.
Yeah.
And I worked there for, I think it started last semester around that time.
Yeah.
And it's been a pleasure working there because it's a program that's for STEM students.
Yeah.
So to me, it's a really big deal. And I have the pleasure of being there every day. And it's really fun just being there and doing the work and then also being a student. So I have both.
Yes. Well, all great, all great. And so we want to know, so when you're not at school, right, and you're at home, right, what do you do in your free time? Who's going to take away Sara, you, then we'll go with Jenny. What are you doing, Sara, you?
I play a lot of video games.
Okay.
I'm also a big music enthusiast. I love
Ooh.
listening to music. It's all I wake up, put on a playlist, get ready.
Yes.
For school. It's it's always on. But I also do a lot of I have an artsy side. I do sometimes painting, but I do a lot of crochet and stuff like that. Yeah.
Ooh, very good. Nice. And I know Si Se Puede just as well, they had a arts and crafts activity. I apologize, I cannot remember the full name of that activity, but it was recently.
Yeah.
Yes.
We had it on Tuesday. I was actually one of the interns leading that one. And it was like a pizza and posters kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it was for the Women's History Month. That was the one for it, and it was just a lot about taking the time, recognizing a woman in your life, just seeing and trying to portray that through art. So yeah.
Oh, very cool.
That's really nice.
Yeah,
How about
that's
you,
good.
Jenny? What do you usually do outside of college?
Outside of college, well, I don't go too much out of college because I'm always here, but I do like to go hiking a lot. So I like to take my mind off of school sometimes because, again, it's like a lot of workload. So I practice like self-meditation. And honestly, I love doing puzzles as well. When I go home, that's like the first thing I do. I have like a piece that's like 500 piece, so that's what I'm working on right now.
So you like the puzzles?
Yes,
we
yes.
share that in common. I love puzzles.
Right?
Yes. Oh yeah, it enhances the critical thinking.
Right? Yeah, it keeps me
Yes.
sharp.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. And as well, you're both STEM majors. Yes, and Sara, you're president of Women in STEM,
Yeah.
ooh, which we're gonna learn more about today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're definitely very excited for you to join in us because this March we're doing this Women's History Month kind of episode, and definitely we want to learn more about what's happening on campus and what kind of activities do we have, what kind of clubs do we have, and in this specific episode we really want to learn about Women in STEM Club, as well as your inspiration, your vision, what kind of activities do you do. But first, let's go ahead and start with our first question, and if you could share with us, because as far as we know, STEM is very heavily dominated by men. From your perspective, how would you say women in STEM challenges the stereotypes and overall empowering students here at SJCC?
I think having the Women in STEM Club is already defying a stereotype because it's showing that there's women involved in STEM, and at the same time, we're all kind of like motivating each other to keep going and pursuing those careers where you only see men around. Like, for example, I went to a conference where it's male dominated. For me, for engineering, I always see men. So being surrounded by women for this time, it was really great to see because it's a struggle, like going through it alone, and then having this Women in STEM Club showed me that there's more women doing the same thing that I'm doing. So at the same time, I kind of connect with them and I talk to them and see if they're struggling too. And through there, I kind of developed like that like connection with them.
Yeah.
So it keeps me going. Definitely keeps me going. So that's what I hope to do with this club that we have here. Just bring more women and have them just come in and feel like it's a safe space for them.
Definitely. I agree completely. It's like both of us actually co-founded the club, actually. Both of us, during the summer, we did an internship together at SJSU, and there were mostly like men in that internship, and we kind of just realized that like, oh yeah, in our college too, there's like most of them in our classes are like men. And so we were like, we have to see, like, we want to create a space for women to like thrive and build each other up.
Peer mentorship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also really nice to like see other women, because we also try to bring in other women to show that it is possible and that you can like break free from these like stereotypes of like what people want to see you do instead, like and just to see that it is possible. Yeah.
And you said it was an internship at San Jose State University?
Yeah.
So how did you get involved? I'm just curious, like how did like the application process, or let us know. We're curious.
So for like both of us are part of the MESA program, and it's honestly I don't think I would be able to get as many internships or like opportunities as I would without that program, because personally I would also say that I represent a lot of like the Dream Act students who and we get a lot less internship opportunities or just opportunities in general compared to other people, and so they really connect us to being able to excel in the career that we want to go into.
So MESA helped with that partnership. Oh, very nice. Great. Yeah, that's good to know as well, so we can share that with our viewers as well. Yeah. And then a question, what does being a woman in STEM mean to you personally?
I can answer that one. I think for me is having that self-belief and knowing that you have the ability to be able to pursue STEM. I think a lot of people have doubt when trying to pursue STEM. They think it's either too hard, too difficult, and they don't want to put in the effort. But I think just little by little, if you really see yourself being there, first of all, you do have to see yourself being there, because it's demotivating when you don't think that you have like again the ability, then you don't go for it. But I think again, starting to have like that mindset where you're like spreading self-positivity and thinking like, hey, I do have the skills for this. I just need to like work a little like better. And again, like for me, I have I go to tutoring for that because I do struggle by myself. But again, just honestly having to believe in yourself.
Right.
Yeah. It's imposter syndrome is completely real when it comes to being a STEM student, because you go into the class being like, okay, I can do this. Let me just like get started and get it done. And then you see so many other people around you who you think they're like way ahead of you, because because you don't see what happens behind the scenes. Like you see is just what they present in the class. So it's very demotivating to like try. I sometimes like to say that STEM is kind of like, it breaks you down and builds you up, because it really does break you down. But yeah, it gave me the character that I have today. It gave me the confidence that I can bring myself and put myself out there and do that. But also for me, STEM is also just proving to myself that I can do it. Because I come from a background of like most of my family, most of them haven't dropped out of like middle school, elementary school. So most of us don't have like a good education. So it's for me to try and prove myself that even though your predecessors couldn't do it, you can do it, and you can strive to be where you want to be.
Yeah. And I feel like it's really important, to remind yourself that even if something is not going perfectly, it's gonna be at some point. You just need to, keep going and not give up. And I remember in February we had an episode with our President Flores, and when we asked her the following question that I'm gonna ask you next, about what would she say to herself when she was young, in terms of like education and experiences, and she shared something that I am still thinking about, is that she would love to explore more, and not necessarily when it comes to like clubs and events on campus, but about different opportunities, as well as she shared that she would maybe prefer to even go to STEM field, but she never saw the women represented as much as we see today, even though it's still not enough in my opinion. But yeah, my following question would be, what advice would you give to young women who feel intimidated by STEM?
I feel like for women who are trying to get into the STEM field, do not be intimidated. You will reach roadblocks, but believe in yourself, believe in your ability to be able to overcome them, and stay creative. Because a lot of us come into this field because we're curious. Like, we're always asking the why questions in class, being like, oh, why does that happen? Why does this happen? But keep asking yourself, because at some point we lose kind of that curiosity. But it's important to stay true to what you believe you can do and stay curious.
Right. That's great. And I know that Mesa as well has brought speakers as well, right? Yeah, I know for Women's History Month as well, we did have an alumni as well.
Oh yeah, from NASA.
Yes, that's awesome. That's good. So we would definitely love to see you coming back to our SJCC, and as well being our mentors. As also having that peer mentorship as well. It's gonna be important, right?
Yeah.
So now,
so how about you, Jenny?
I think what piece of advice I would give, it would be, I would say enjoy the learning process, because a lot of times students tend to struggle and kind of give up easily. But if you kind of trick your mind into thinking, oh, this is fun, this is actually, you're getting it. Every time you answer a math problem, you're going to think like, oh, I finally got something, right? And it's kind of like that dopamine that you get, and it's just honestly rewarding. And I would say stick to know how to learn. That's a big one. I think a lot of people don't know how to learn, and they do things by themselves, but they don't realize that maybe a group study session would help them, right? This is how me personally, how I started learning that way. I learned in the beginning of STEM, I wasn't doing so well, so I think I I got advice from a professor, Professor Solano. She's a mathematics professor here. She gave me advice that I continue to give other students now, is find your people, find who will build you up, and just honestly are willing to help you and kind of like help you learn too, because other times there might be students that don't want to help you, but you just have to move on from that and just keep going forward.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's just like having that fun and learning.
Yeah, and the community.
Yeah, the community building is a big one.
That's true. Yeah. So speaking of community building as well, how can students or SGC students get involved with Women in STEM Club? Like, what days do you meet? Where? Any events coming up?
So we usually do like bi-weekly meetings, and we usually have them in the Mesa Center. We have one coming up next week on Tuesday, so just drop by Tuesday 3:30 and we'll be there, Mesa Center, and yeah.
Oh, nice. And any events planned so far, like coming up or approaching for the future that we're thinking of putting together?
We could tell them about the last one that we had.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, the last one, I feel like for me, that one was like a huge success for me, because we got we had Dr. Stroud actually in the event. We had a bunch of women from like different fields come in, and then we had students, like they had presented their like experience as like their journey to our students, and then we got to see just like how not straight the journey is, because we always are like, okay, graduate high school, college, then degree, like that. We think of it as like a linear process, but then in that event I learned like just how like different that everyone's journey is. One's journey is not going to look the same as the other, but at the end of the day they reached their goals, they got to where they want in life, and it was just an amazing like event that we had.
Yeah, I think I really enjoyed having this event too, because again, I asked for advice there, and how like from being a college student, transferring like and being in the like workforce and everything, and how that is to them, and it's much bigger deal than people seem to think. I think that right after you transfer, that you're gonna get a job right away, right? But that's not always the case, and I think a lot of people don't realize that they need to like build that connection, and that's why we have that workshop as well, is that so they can get that mentorship and really be able to like get that advice to succeed, you know?
And internships as well.
Yeah, I feel like networking and connections is like probably 60% of success, if not more. You just need to talk to everybody, honestly, in every room. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us today, Janie and Saru. We will leave all the information about Women in STEM Club. I know you guys have an Instagram account, so we will definitely put it in the description. So if you want to join, definitely go to the link below and follow them up. Just see what kind of events do we have on campus, because we have a lot of different clubs and a lot of events happening basically every week.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.